This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm KALEY with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona, and we start with the MARGO fire forcing evacuations. Days ago, the fire's near Dudleyville. It's 80% contained, and investigators are saying it was caused by a person. But the ignition source, that is still under investigation. Families were able to return home Saturday, the fire sparking Thursday, burning more than 1,100 acres. Today, another state-run vaccine site moving indoors ahead of the summer heat. Phoenix Municipal Stadium location is transitioning to ASU's Desert Financial Arena. Here's what you need to know for this. It's going to be open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. It's not a drive-through site, so free parking will be available just north of the arena. We're learning more about the neurological problems COVID-19 patients are experiencing. We talked about it last week. A third of survivors reporting neurological or psychological impacts.
I don't like crowds anymore. I'm still trying to work my way back to that. But initially, I had no problem being in a crowd. You know, I could go to the store with her. I could go to a casino. I could go several places that I actually enjoyed. But now I find myself kind of subconsciously counting the people in a room before I enter the room.
I don't think he's alone, right? That's Clarence TROUTMAN, diagnosed a year ago. He spent 60 days in the hospital on a ventilator. He was even put into a medically induced coma. And he isn't alone when it comes to feeling anxious. The most common issues, actually, anxiety, mood disorders, and insomnia.
The cases that I've seen have the hardest time are really the ones who had the longest hospitalization. So the worst cases, they really have been depressed, struggled with panic attacks, sleep, and just sort of being able to feel safe.
Well, that's Dr. Thant, and she says therapy can help and find a good support system if you can. Well, you've heard the term quarantine 15, but it's looking to be more than that. Nearly half of all Americans gaining unwanted weight during the pandemic. Hands up there. An average of 29 pounds, with some topping more than 50. And for most of us, it's the result of being less active and eating more unhealthy foods. Health experts say to lose the weight, you should try to shed it slowly. And they say a healthy target is to lose a pound a week. Just make sure to talk with your doctor before you make any big changes. All right, let's talk infrastructure. A bipartisan group of lawmakers will meet with President Biden today to discuss the administration's infrastructure plan. It focuses on several areas from road construction to childcare and fiber lines for broadband internet.
All of these things are infrastructure because infrastructure is the foundation that allows us to go about our lives. But, you know, if there are Senate Republicans who don't agree, we can agree to disagree on what to call it. I'm still going to ask you to vote for it.
But some Republicans have concerns about the package's $2 trillion price tag. Listen.
The National Association of Manufacturers has said that we will probably lose over 1 million jobs if this is enacted. And you are certainly going to see, in addition to the corporate tax increases in the bill, you'll see middle-class tax increases.
And the infrastructure plan can be passed through Congress with a simple majority vote. Congress, or I should say cruise ships, are ready to return to the water to get out there and set sail. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has yet to announce a date for when these ships can be allowed to dock at U.S. ports, though. The industry is poised for a rebound here. The Carnival Corporation says passenger reservations have nearly doubled over the past couple of months. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings says it is set to continue domestic trips for passengers and crew members who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
Good morning. I'm Megan Thompson with your most accurate forecast today. Expect a nice morning starting in the valley here in the 60s, warming up to those 70s, even the 80s, and we will get to those 90s once again today. 92 degrees, the high we're tracking, the average 84 degrees. So we're still about 8 degrees above average for this time of year. As we look around the state, here's what you can expect. 71 in Show Low, 70 in Heber, 81 in Winslow, the upper 60s in Flagstaff, 83 in Kingman, and those 90s to the west of our state, 92 in Gila Bend. Now we are tracking some wind speeds here in the valley, relatively calm. In northern Arizona, gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Those wind speeds will continue to climb in the valley and in the state as we look into that 7-day forecast. 90 degrees tomorrow, 80s back on Wednesday, 85 by Thursday, 87 by Friday before those 90s come back into the weekend.
For the latest weather, headlines, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download our free mobile app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.